compound and recurve shooting in 720 matches, 720 individual, mixed team and team matches. Obviously yesterday our mixed team medals were decided, and our barebow individual champions were also decided yesterday with some fantastic shooting across the field. Alright folks, it looks like we're ready for the compound men's team gold medal match.
So Rob, it has been suggested that the ladies who just shot on target 1, being Team RET, may have shot a new national record. Obviously yet to be confirmed.
Yeah, it was a fantastic score and a very strong performance for those women. And now let's begin our compound men's team gold medal match on target 2, Pat's Archery. In that team we have Scott Bryce, Bailey Waldman, and the namesake of the team, Mr. Pat Coghlan. On target number 1, Team 1, that's Matt McDougall, Jonathan Mill, and Dane Ooshausen.
And target 1 will be shooting first, Rob.
And Matt opens with a perfect X. Dane with a 10, just outside of the X. Nine points, 29 out of a possible 30. Pat opens with an X. Nine points. Nine points. Early lead by target number 1. Ten points. Nine points. 10 points, 58 of a possible 60. Ten. Nine. Nine. Looks like we have the early lead for Team 1 on target 1. They open with a 58. On target 2, Pat's Archery, we have 56. That's the opening score for them. So a 2-point lead to target number 1. Anthony, we have an interesting collection of archers here with almost all of them representing Australia at the World Cup level or World Championship level. I believe it's only Bailey Wildman who hasn't actually shot for Australia at World Cups.
I'm not sure about that, Brock, but I expect that if Bailey hasn't shot previously at a World Cup, it's probably not far off being involved.
That's correct. I believe Bailey's been selected into the National Compound Squad system as a talented young junior.
That's interesting, Rob. We've got another para archer in John O'Meal on the line. So every match this morning we've had a para archer represented. It's good to see the program is continuing to grow and turning out some very competitive archers at national level and hopefully moving into international level. Absolutely, we've had some fantastic para archers this morning on the line shooting in these team matches. John O being a Paralympic bronze medalist obviously from the 2016 Rio Games. He's also represented Australia in the able-bodied World Cups and his coach Richie Chia, our national para coach, has been doing fantastic work with those programs. It looks like we have scores confirmed on this in this match. We have a 2-point lead to target 1, or team 1 as they're being called, which means target 2, Pat's Archery, will start their second end of this gold medal match in the 2021 Australian Open. Pat opens with a 10 on the line. Bailey with a 10 as well. Nine points. 29 of a possible 30 to start this second end for Team Pat's Archery. Matt with a 9. Barney with a 10.
10. Jono maintains the team's 2-point lead. Ten points. X10. Ten points. Team Pat's Archery putting some pressure on target number 1. Nine points, just out of the 10. Ten points. Eight points. Looks like we have a swing here with potentially Pat's Archery taking a 1-point lead there with a fantastic second end of 59 points over Team 1 on target 1 with 56.
Yes, that'd be right, Rob. It looks like Pat's Archery are 115, Team 1 114, obviously to be confirmed by the judge down at the target.
And Pat's Archery's team, we have two very strong archers here that have seen some World Cup medal success. Obviously Pat himself winning individual gold medals, but Scott Bryce has also seen team medals before in the World Cup in China, I believe. So some great experience there for that team in terms of team success. I also believe Pat won the silver in the Worlds back in Germany as a team, so some great experience there for Pat's Archery.
It was interesting, you're talking about communication earlier, Rob. As they were coming up to the targets, Scott Bryce was heard to say, left side boys. Just making sure they all put them in the right spot.
So it looks like scores are confirmed. We have a 1-point lead on target 2 for the team Pat's Archery. And on target 1, 114 points they will be shooting first.
That's a nice close match, Rob.
Yeah, the scores have ramped up here in terms of this match with the level of archers in these two teams. The experience across them is extreme. All right, folks, looks like Team 1 will begin this on target number 1. Moving into the third end. Eight points. Nine points. Nine points. Solid 10 for Pat to start this second end, or third end. Bailey with a 9.
Shot.
So 28 for target number 2 for the first 3 arrows. Matt with the 10. Nine. X10. 55 points for the third end for Team 1 on target 1. X10. Ten points. Nine points. Looks like a total of 57 points for Team Pat's Archery on target 2. And a 55 on target 1. That means that Team Pat's Archery will extend their lead.
Yes, it should be 169 on target 1 to Pat's Archery's 172.
Interesting end there. Obviously, as we get towards the end of these matches, this is the gold medal match, folks. We want to make sure that they're enjoying themselves, but the pressure on that line will be quite high. We saw Bailey Wildman there have a bit of a misfire and then come back with a solid 9.
Yes, it was interesting to see both Pat and Scott in between ends, if you like, just having a bit of a chat with him, just getting his confidence up and getting his focus back onto the job.
Now, Team 1 on target 1 have some interesting archers. Matt McDougall cut his teeth in 3D archery initially, I believe, and is a bit of a well-rounded field target and 3D shooter. Darnay himself over in Western Australia is also a strong target shooter, and I believe comes from a hunting background, perhaps.
It's just great to have everyone from around the country here, I think, Rob. Certainly it's well represented by New South Wales, being in the home state, but a lot of people have committed to come here, and to have 150 archers here right from across the country has been fantastic.
So we have 4 of our states on the field right now, with Queensland, New South Wales, South Australia and Western Australia on the line at once. All right, we have a 3-point lead to Team Pat's Archery going into this, the 4th and final end. 10 points. Ten points. X. Team 1 on target 1 with a perfect 3 arrows to start this final end. Ten points. X10. Nine points. Looks like we have a 2-point lead to Pat's Archery with 3 arrows to go. Ten points. Ten points. Perfect 60 to close out the final end. Nine points. Nine points. Time to tie X. Looks like we have a tie, folks, here in this gold medal match. Team 1 on target 1 with a perfect 60 points. To really put some pressure on Team Pat's Archery in that final end. Obviously, we do need to have the judges check these arrows, but it looks like there are no clear line calls and it will be a tied score.
That's some fantastic shooting there, Rob. Particularly from target 1 to shoot a perfect end to give themselves a chance of staying in this match.
Absolutely. Being a couple of points behind versus caliber of Pat's Archery's team, it is very difficult to claw back. Perfect 60 was required to do that. Now in the shoot-off, obviously we're going to have 1 arrow from each of the archers. The highest score will be the winner. If there is still a tie, it'll be the closest to the centre, the singular arrow close to the centre. We are confirmed we have a tied match, folks. It will be alternating as well. We'll have 1 archer at each at a time from either team. So whoever shot first will begin, and then the other team will shoot their 1 arrow, and so forth until we have the 3 arrow shot.
So in this circumstance, Rob, who puts what arrows into what targets?
Good question. It's been a while since I've done that one. Yeah, they push off 2 target faces and throw 1 on. I knew that answer. Luckily the archers told us and they know what's going on. So folks, I will put up a brand new fresh target face just to make sure they can measure closest to centre if there is another tie at the end of these 3 arrows.
I must apologise, Rob. I think I knew the answer to that one when I asked it.
So folks, obviously being only 3 arrows, the team will only get 60 seconds, so 20 seconds per archer roughly, to shoot their arrows. And this match, 229 points, is a relatively competitive international score. Anything into that 230 territory could be classed as internationally competitive, so they're very close to that. The weather all weekend has been fantastic and conducive to some rather good scores. I believe Pat had a 703 for the highest ranking round, with Matt and the other team there having 701.
I think the weather gods have been very kind to us, Rob. SOFA has in the past been known to be a fairly windy range.
It certainly has. It looks like we're kicking off here, guys. This is the gold medal shoot-off. Target 1 shooting first. Don't forget, crowd, you can get nice and loud here in the match play finals. X10.
Nice work, Matt.
$10 points. Still tied on score. Team 1 closest on target 1. Barney with a 10. That's a 10, liner X. We're still tied on score. $9 points. $10 to win, and they win with a 10. Congratulations. Fantastic work there by Pat's Archery on target 2. Scott Price with 2 10s, both in this end and in the last, clinched the goals.
Big shooting there, Rob.
Indeed. Congratulations also must go to, please give a round of applause to Team 1, everyone. That's Matt McDougall, Jonathan Milne, and Dana Ushausen. That was a fantastic show of compound competition right there. So Anthony, that was a true show of some international caliber competition there in the compound side.
Well, this event lends itself to some good preparation for international archery. That's what the event is meant to do, and it's great to see matches like that preparing guys for overseas competition.
Absolutely. Well, obviously with COVID hitting us in the last year or so, it has been very difficult and our teams have not travelled afar. So to get that kind of competition internally, domestically, is just a great opportunity. That was a fantastic match there by all archers, not just Pat's Archery. Both teams did fantastic there on the field. So folks, we're going to move on.